Hello Propstop Showcase fans, welcome to another episode of the show, another Power Rangers episode as you'll see from the thumbnail. As you know, I won a Zeo costume at the Saban Heritage Auction back in, 2024, summer of 2024. It's gone by so quickly as these things do. With that, of course, I got the helmet that turned out to be the screen match for that episode. You can find on the propstop.wordpress.com if you look at that article. I think it's called King for a Day. And I got a Zeo Morpher, which was this. And of course, this was cool because it had, I'll put this down over here. This one here had, a little Zeo pad and a little piece of sticker with Zeo written on it. It had the custom made leather on it with the Velcro. It still functioned, which is really, really cool. But I was going to sell it because at the end there I thought it would bring me some money back on that lot. And I never really had a hope in hell of getting, the sister of this. Because there's just so many morphers out there now that are basically not great. Because they don't really have any authenticity with some of them. And some of them literally, I don't know, they come from a good source. But I would much prefer getting these from, not the manufacturer, but certainly production. And I always worry too, because I've seen a number out there that have the original plastic on, and I wanted, leather that 100% matched my one, because I knew my one was from production. And then, of course, this wonderful gentleman from the forum said I won in the second auction, 45 morphers. And right there, in the middle of those pictures, was the morpher I needed. I didn't know if it was 100% the sister match, but you know how this is on a small production TV show. These things were handed around to every actor every day. There is no way that not every single character actor on that wore this at some point or another. Because unless this is marked Zeo, one of them I've seen is marked pink. So I do see that they were kind of probably marked per actor, but this is just a sticker. It would rub off, and over time, I don't think they would replace them. They just grab a morpher, put it on the actor, and shoot the scene. This is how it is on every TV show. I've spoken to not hundreds, but tens of prop masters in my life, and on these cheaper productions, especially something where everybody wears the same thing. They're not going to go to the trouble typically unless it's different, a different color or something. There's just no point. Grab one out of the box, throw it on the actor. Just make sure that when they go home, they don't take it with them. Now, I know on Power Rangers that was a problem. JTF, Jason David Frank, would often try to take his stuff home with him, which I'm absolutely 100% sure sent the prop master back to Toys R Us to buy more and then put the new leatherette on it. I think this is leather. I don't think it's leatherette at all. So it's a very specific thin aged leather, and it's something you can just tell it's been used over and over and over again. The Velcro is rubbing away, the Velcro is peeling off. And that's really why I love these, because there's an element of use to them in the stickers and how they've aged over time. But anyway, so I got that, and then I spoke to this gentleman, and we arranged over time to talk, and then I met him at the event recently in Chicago, and we did a trade. And thank you very much, sir, because now I can officially say the set is complete. Now, what makes me think these are a set? Well, there's no way of proving. But like I said, they would have been swapped again and again. The leather's a good match though, the interior, the way the Velcro is, it is a match. The amount of wear and tear on here is a match. And I love that, it even still works. So yeah, very pleased to say that I'm probably gonna keep these now, at least for the short term, but to have a set is wonderful. And thank you very much, sir, for that. I really appreciate it. And I'm so pleased that these can come back together again. Maybe even a little display for them. I thought about a crossed arm and then one on each arm would look really cool. Yeah, so Power Rangers Zeo, the actual morphers used by the cast is quite incredible, isn't it? I just I get a real thrill from holding these things here. Thanks very much for joining us on this episode of the show, and we'll see you again in the future. Take care.